Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is January 18th, 2024, and the board of directors have decided that Deco will help Xavi now with the first team duties. Also, it's reported that Deco would like to sign Kalvin Phillips during this winter transfer market. And finally, despite Barcelona's interest in Aleix Garcia, the player has confirmed that he has no plans of leaving Girona during this winter transfer market. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links are down below in the description. Now, begin with the news that Barcelona defeated Unionistas de Salamanca 1-3 in the round of 16 of Copa del Rey, qualifying now to the quarterfinals. And I did a post-match live analysis as soon as that match ended. So if you want to hear my thoughts about the match or my analysis of the match between Barcelona and Unionistas, make sure to check out that video. Now, the draw will be tomorrow to determine who will be Barcelona's next opponent in the quarterfinals. And another thing to say about Copa del Rey is that Real Madrid were just eliminated at the hands of Atletico de Madrid 4-2 in what was an exciting match to watch with lots of great goals. Now on to the news that Barcelona board of directors have decided that Deco will start helping Xavi Hernandez with the first team duties from now on. Now, after the several meetings that the board of directors had, which I told you they will be having after that humiliation at the hands of Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup final, Laporta and his board have now decided that Xavi Hernandez needs a little bit of help, and therefore they have tasked Deco with helping Xavi with the first team duties. Now you might ask, what exactly will Deco be doing with the first team? Well, Laporta have tasked Deco to be kind of the strong hand man, or be that strong hand in the locker room, because even though Xavi Hernandez does have the full support of Laporta, Laporta has recognized that Xavi maybe is lacking a little bit of strength in that locker room, and therefore he has tasked Deco to be that strong hand man, or to be that tough hand in the locker room to make those undesirable and tough decisions. Now, this is not the first time that Xavi Hernandez and Deco will be working together. Of course, they worked together all through the summer to make signings, and this is also not the first time that a club is doing this, because this is a model that Bayern Munich tried in the past, where several seasons ago their sporting director became involved with the first team. With some matches, the sporting director was seen sitting at the bench with the players and the coach, again, in order to help the coach make those tough decisions and be more tough with the players, especially with the veterans and the stars. And speaking of Deco, it's reported that the Barcelona sporting director would like to sign Kalvin Phillips during this winter transfer market. Now, as I reported many times before, Barcelona have made the decision to sign a midfielder on loan for 6 months during this winter transfer market, not only to reinforce the midfield, but also to cover for the loss of Javi, who will be out until the summer due to injury. And Deco, as I've reported before, wants a strong, physical defensive midfielder, kind of a David's profile, as I've discussed before. And it's reported that Deco has now set his sight at Kalvin Phillips. Now, the 28-year-old defensive midfielder joined Manchester City after a successful stint at Leeds United, where he shared a locker room with Rafinha. But Kalvin Phillips has been having a hard time finding playing time, and English media are now reporting that Kalvin Phillips is looking to leave during this winter transfer market in search for more playing minutes. As a result, Deco has now set his sights at Kalvin Phillips, but of course this signing cannot happen until Barcelona activate that economic lever and sell part of Barca Vision. And however, it's reported that Kalvin Phillips is not willing to wait until the final days of the market, so this operation will all depend on how fast can Barcelona activate the economic lever. Now, this operation will not be easy because, of course, Kalvin Phillips is a Manchester City player. They are very tough negotiators, but also he is a Premier League player, so most likely his salary is high, and if Barcelona take him on loan, they will have to cover his entire salary. So we're gonna have to see what Deco ends up coming up with, and whether Manchester City will be willing to work with Barcelona for in the loan of Kalvin Phillips, the same way they did in the loan of Joao Cancelo. And speaking of midfielders, Aleix Garcia's entourage has reportedly informed Barcelona that despite the club's interest in the player, he has no intentions of leaving Girona during this winter transfer market. Now, Aleix Garcia has been heavily linked with Barcelona these past few months, especially after the player declared his intentions or his desire to play for Barcelona, that it was his dream to play for Barcelona, given his successful season so far with Girona. Barcelona have been considering Aleix Garcia as a possible reinforcement for the midfield. Now, Girona had stated in the past that they had no intentions of parting way with Aleix Garcia in the winter transfer market, given their objectives for this season. And now it's been revealed that Barcelona, or Deco more specifically, reached out to Aleix Garcia's entourage during the Spanish Super Cup, and that Aleix Garcia's entourage replied to Deco that even though Aleix Garcia would love to play in Barcelona, he is not in favor of leaving Girona during this winter for two main reasons. The first one is, and the more important one, is that Aleix Garcia does not want to leave Girona hanging. He wants to help them achieve their objectives, which of course is winning La Liga, winning the Copa del Rey, and qualifying to the Champions League. And also because Aleix Garcia would like to be part of history, or part of this historical Girona team that is doing really well and defying all odds. Now, we'll end today's video with not so good news, because Saudi Arabia has raided Barcelona's administration and taken away two directors. Now, the former scout and the technical secretary, Ramon Planas, who used to work for Barcelona, just left Real Betis in order to join the Saudi club Al Ittihad, where he's now their sporting director, and he has gotten to work and turned back to Spain to start recruiting both for players and for the administration of the club. And well, it's been reported that Ramon Planas has succeeded in taking two Barcelona directors. Now, the first one is Frank Carbó, who is the managing director, who has been with the club for 13 years, and he became the managing director in 2017. And before that, he managed all the Barcelona schools around the world. And it's reported that Frank Carbó, alongside Matteo Alemany, who has already left the club, was the financial fair play rules expert. And now that Frank Carbó has left, well, Barcelona are without any experts in the financial fair play rules sector, which Barcelona will have to do something about it, because it was thanks to Alemany and Carbó that the club were able to sign so many players despite the many restrictions, financial fair play rule restrictions that Barcelona were facing. Now, the second employee that has left Barcelona is Baya Linasha. I hope I said that correctly, but she was the psychologist of the first team up until the summer. Then she was assigned to the Barca Athletic, and it's reported that she too has joined Al Ittihad after a successful raid by the Saudi club. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.